Hello everybody, this is Zach Moses Media Corner 2001 here, and today I'm going to do my 4K Blu-ray collection for 2024. Without further ado, let's get it started, and if you have any films that you have on DVD or Blu-ray or 4K, let me know below in the comments. And I have a mixture of UK and US releases, because they're my favourite kind of releases to get on 4K. And I have plenty of titles to go through, so this might be a bit of a long video, so get something to do while the video is playing. Anyways, first up we've got 8 Mile, right here. The 48 Hours 2 movie collection, which contains 48 hours and another 48 hours. 300, 1917, Abominable, the original Aladdin, and the remake of Aladdin. The Alfred Hitchcock Classics Collection, Volume 1, which contains Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho, and The Birds. Alien, Alita. The Amazing Spider-Man. American Made. American Werewolf in London. Angel Has Fallen. Angel Heart. Anna. Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Quantumania as well. Apocalypse Now, which contains, let's see, 3 different cuts of the film, and it comes in 6 discs in a big digipack. Apollo 13, American import of Aquaman. The reason why I used to have the UK 4K of Aquaman, but not anymore. I got rid of it, and the reason why I now have the American release of that film, well, this is because it's cut in the UK, but it's uncut in the US. And we have the sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which I don't mind that one. It's not as good as the first. It's okay. Assassin's Creed, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, Baby Driver, Babylon, which comes with a Blu-ray bonus disc because that film is quite long. Somehow it has the Blu-ray disc logo right there, but it doesn't have a Blu-ray copy of the film. It only comes with the 4K disc and a special features Blu-ray. Anyways, Back to Black, the Back to the Future trilogy, Bad Boys 1, 2, 3, and 4. Batman 1989, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. This is remastered. This is the remastered version with enhanced color and expanded picture aspect ratio. This only comes with the film, the Ultimate Edition on 4K. It doesn't come with the regular theatrical version on Blu-ray with special features. Then you have the 2022 The Batman, the animated Beauty and the Beast from 1991, and then a US 4K Blu-ray of The Beekeeper. Beetlejuice, I will get the second one when I am getting this Beetlejuice, which I am getting the second film on 4K for Christmas. Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And we have the third movie, Face the Music. Somehow I don't have the second one on 4K, because that is a 4K release in the States, released by Shout Factory. Anyways, Birds of Prey, Black Adam, Yeah, two DC films next to each other as part of the DC Extended Universe. Black Klansman, and then we have two MCU films that start with black, and they are next to each other. Black Panther and Black Widow. Blade Runner 2049, Bloodshot. If I can get this one out. Come on. Blue Beetle. The Blues Brothers. Bob Marley One Love, which has alternative artwork. It has a different cover, but I got, I think this was the HMV exclusive. Bohemian Rhapsody, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Braveheart, The Bridge on the River Kwai 60th anniversary, with a slipcover. This is not the steelbook that comes with Dolby Vision, it's just the regular 4K release that came out back in 2017. Anyways, Brightburn, Bullet Train, an American 4K of Bumblebee. Same reason as Aquaman. The reason why I have the US release of Bumblebee on 4K. Well, it's because the film, like with Aquaman, which I showed you earlier, Bumblebee is cut in the UK, and the film is uncut in the States. That's why I have the American version, and then we have Captain Marvel right there. Casino, Chaos Walking, Chinatown, which is the standard version. It's not that collector's edition that came out back in June. This is the standard release that comes in a thin keep case. We have Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is part of this. I used to have this on Blu-ray as part of the Sony Classics collection, but inside is the 4K Ultra HD. Roy slip cover on it, but 4K copy inside. An American import of Cloverfield, Cold Pursuit, Creed 2. If I can get that out, Creed 2, and then we have the limited edition of the Arrow limited edition of Crimson Peak, and to finish it off, Cruella, 2021, and then we have the Daniel Craig 5 film collection, which has all 5 James Bond movies with Daniel Craig in it, which has Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. They have the Dark Knight trilogy, The Dark Tower, The Darkest Hour, Deadpool 2. I am getting Deadpool and Wolverine on 4K for Christmas. And then we have Deepwater Horizon. And then we have the big limited edition for collector's edition for The Deer Hunter 40th anniversary. Despicable Me and Despicable Me 3. Detective Pikachu. Die Hard. Only the first one's on 4K, but not the sequels because of Disney, you know. We have the Lionsgate 4K steelbook for Dirty Dancing, and then Doctor Strange and sequel multiverse of Madness. Doolittle. Dracula Untold. The remake of Dumbo. Dune 2021. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, which has a different artwork behind. I'll show you. Quick. The slipcover is different, but the keep case is... But it's a different artwork, because I think I got that from HMV, like last year. Dunkirk, Early Man, Elvis, Encanto, Enter the Dragon, The Equalizer, The Equalizer 2. I don't have the third movie on 4K for some reason. I'll have to pick it up at some point. Escape from New York and its sequel, Escape from LA. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Eternals. The Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2. The Expendables. The Expendables 2. The Expendables 3. And the worst one, The Expendables 4. Fall Guy, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, The Crimes of Grindelwald, and The Secrets of Dumbledore. Fast and Furious 8, Fast and Furious 9, First Man, and Fist of Fury. And we have the American Kino Lorber 4K of A Fistful of Dollars. No slipcover on that one, unfortunately. I was unable to get it with... I couldn't get it on time with the slipcover. The Flash Gordon, the limited edition that comes with the Life After Flash documentary. And another Kino Lorber 4K for a few dollars more. Forrest Gump, Four Musketeers, Free Guy, Frozen 2, Full Metal Jacket, Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. I will show the Mad Max anthology when I get to there. Fury, Gemini Man, The Gentleman, Ghost in the Shell 2017 live action version. I don't have the animated one from 1995. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and a steelbook for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Very nice steelbook. I picked that up from HMV. Gladiator. I will get Gladiator 2 on 4K when that comes out next year. Early next year, I think. Glass. The Godfather trilogy. Godzilla 1998. I don't mind this movie. I know this film got negative reviews from critics. I don't mind it. I think it's alright. There are far much worse films than that. Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Godzilla X Kong, Godzilla and Kong the New Empire. And yes, I am getting Godzilla -1 on 4K for Christmas, so when I finish that movie, I will put it in my collection. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly from Kino Lorber. Goodfellas. The Goonies. The 40th anniversary of Grease. The Greatest Showman. The Green Mile. Gremlins. Alright, 4K transfer. I know some people don't like the 4K transfer of Gremlins, but I think it's an okay transfer. It's not an amazing, or it's not amazing or bad. And we have the animated Grinch movie from 2018, Groundhog Day, Guardians of the Galaxy, first one, and then Volume 2 right there, and then and a steelbook for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Hacksaw Ridge, the Harry Potter 8 film collection, Hellboy 2019. I might get Crooked Man, I'm not sure. We have the 4K Savvy exclusive 4K steelbook for Highlander, the Hobbit trilogy, Hobbs and Shaw, Hocus Pocus, Home Alone, Hotel Transylvania 3, The House with a Clock in Its Walls, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, Hunt for Red October, Inception, the Incredible Hulk. And then we have the Indiana Jones 4 movie collection. And I also have Dial of Destiny as well. Inferno, Inglourious Bastards, which I know this film is getting a 4K from Arrow in January next year. I'm okay with I'm alright with the Universal 4K. I don't plan to get the Arrow 4K. I think it's good as it is. It doesn't need another 4K upgrade. The Invisible Man, the new one. It, and a steelbook of It Chapter 2. And we have the American 4K of the 1969 British classic, The Italian Job, from Kino Lorber. Good transfer. I know Paramount released I know Paramount has done a collector's edition for the 65th anniversary back in the summer of this year. I don't plan to get it because I don't think the transfer will be good. The Kino Lorber version is far better. I think the Kino Lorber version is a lot better. Then we have the first Jack Reacher. I've got the second one on Blu-ray. Jaws. John Wick. John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, and limited editions collector's edition of John Wick Chapter 4. Joker, Jumanji, the original movie, and we have the new films, Welcome to the Jungle and The Next Level. Jungle Cruise, Justice League. I like this movie, but it's not as good as the Snyder Cut, in my opinion. I know some people didn't enjoy this movie. I did. I know, again, there are far worse superhero films than that. Steelbook of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and the standard 4K of Jurassic World Dominion. The Karate Kid. I know Karate Kid Legends is coming out next year in May. I don't know if that will be good, but we'll have to wait and see. King Arthur Legend of the Sword. Steelbook for Kingsman the Golden Circle. Knock at the Cabin. Kong Skull Island. And an American import of Kung Fu Panda 4. Last Action Hero. Steelbook of Lawrence of Arabia. The Lego Batman movie. The Lego Ninjago movie. The Lego Movie 2, the second part. Lightyear. The remake of The Lion King. Logan. The Long Good Friday from Arrow. The Lord of the Rings trilogy. The Lost City. Luca. The Mad Max Anthology box set, which contains the original trilogy with Mel Gibson and Mad Max Fury Road. One of the worst films I have in my 4K collection, Madam Web. Why do I have that in my collection? Don't ask me why. Anyways, you have an American import of The Magnificent Seven from Shout Factory. This is the 1960 version, and I have the 2016 version right here. Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil, Many Saints of Newark, The Marvels, which I thought was mediocre, and we have Mary Poppins Returns, Matrix Trilogy, The Matrix Resurrections. I know Matrix 5 is happening, but I won't be watching that when it comes out. Just don't think it's necessary, especially after this one bombed at the box office. Anyways, Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, and Maze Runner The Death Cure. The Meaning of Life, The Meg, Men in Black 2, Men in Black International, Midway, which is the Roland Emmerich version, not the 1976 version. We have the US import of The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which I know this film is a Prime Video original in the UK, but in the US it was released by Lionsgate. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Mission Impossible 5 movie collection, Fallout, and Dead Reckoning Part 1. I can't wait. When the final Reckoning comes out on 4K Blu-ray next year, I will put it right there. Anyways, we've got Moon Age Daydream with a steelbook and some art cards. Then we have the remake of Mulan, and then the Mummy trilogy, the New Mutants, Nobody. I'm excited for Nobody 2, coming out in August next year. And then we have The Northman, which is the Cine edition with some art cards and the keep case. Ocean's 8, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Onward. Pacific Rim Uprising 4K Steelbook, which I know that comes with the 3D Blu-ray. Paddington 2. I will get Paddington in Peru when that comes out on 4K next year. The Patriot with Mel Gibson. Patriot Games. Pet Sematary 2019, the new one. Peter Rabbit. Power Rangers. Prince of Darkness. Pulp Fiction. A Quiet Place. Sadly, I don't have the second film or Day 1 on 4K. Rambo First Blood. Rambo First Blood Part 2 and 3. And then Last Blood. I'm missing the fourth one on 4K because that's not got a 4K release in the UK. But the first 3 and Part 5 have. But not the fourth one. Rampage with The Rock, Raya and the Last Dragon. Ready Player One. Renfield, which is my first 4K on the Turbine label, Resident Evil 1, 2 Apocalypse, Extinction, and then we have Afterlife, Retribution, and the final chapter. Rio Bravo, the limited edition from Arrow, Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, and then we have Robin Hood 2010 with Russell Crowe and Cate Blanchett, Rocket Man, and the Knockout Collection of Rocky. Contains the first 4 films in 4K. And then we have Rogue One, The Running Man, the 1987 version with Arnold Schwarzenegger. There is a new Running Man film coming out next year. I don't know how that will turn out. Saturday Night Fever, Saving Private Ryan, Scarface, 1983, Schindler's List, The Secret Life of Pets 2, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, The Shape of Water, and The Shawshank Redemption. Shazam, its sequel, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, Sicario 2 Soldado, Skyscraper, Smurfs The Lost Village, Solo, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with a different artwork. Yes, when Sonic the Hedgehog 3 comes out on home media around spring next year, I think, I will put it next to Sonic 2. And then we have Soul. Spartacus, directed by Stanley Kubrick. The Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. And then we have a steelbook of Spider-Man Homecoming. Nice steelbook that is. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Far From Home. No Way Home. With a custom slip. We have the Star Trek Original 4 movie collection. And then Star Trek 5 The Final Frontier. And Star Trek 6 The Undiscovered Country. Includes directors and theatrical cuts. Then we have the Star Trek Next Generation 4 movie collection, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. Then we have The Sting, Suicide Squad 2016, and 2021's The Suicide Squad. The Super Mario Brothers movie, Superman the movie, Superman 2, Superman 3, and the worst Superman movie I've made, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. And then we have an American import of Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. And then we have the steelbook for The Ten Commandments. An American import of Tenet. I used to have the UK version of the UK 4K of Tenet, but I replaced it with the American version because the UK version is unfortunately cut. So that's why I had to import the American version. Then we have something that's not a very, very good transfer, but it's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Film is a masterpiece, but sadly the transfer is not very good. Then we have Terminator Dark Fate, Thor, The Dark World, Ragnarok, and Love and Thunder. Then we have 1973's The Three Musketeers, Titanic, Tomb Raider 2018, Top Gun, and Top Gun Maverick. Total Recall, Toy Story 4, Transformers The Last Night, and Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I will get Transformers 1 on 4K after Christmas. And then we have Trolls, and Trolls World Tour. True Lies, the most underrated James Cameron movie in my opinion. I don't think a lot of people talk about that film. Anyways, Underworld Blood Wars. Don't know if you saw it, but it might have been due to the gloss effect on it. Anyways, Unforgiven. The Untouchables, which is a collector's edition, which comes with which is a steel. It also comes with a steel book inside, and it comes with the poster and art cards. Us, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Very nice slipcover, I will say. Van Helsing, if I can get that out. Good thing it came with a slipcover in pretty mint condition. Venom with Tom Hardy. Venom Let There Be Carnage. I will get Venom The Last Dance on 4K when it comes out next year to complete my Venom trilogy. And then we have War for the Planet of the Apes. And then we have a US import of Weird the Al Yankovic Story from Shout Factory. And we have the Arrow 4K for Weird Science. And then we have Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Weirdos, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, The Wizard of Oz, Wonder Woman, and a steelbook for Wonder Woman 1984. Wonka, X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Yesterday, Young Guns, a US import from Lionsgate, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Zombieland, and Zombieland Double Tap. So there we go. So this is all my whole 4K collection so far. I have a lot of titles on here. A bit more than my DVDs and Blu-rays, I think, but I haven't counted it all yet. So I hope you enjoyed this long video, and I'll see you all later. This is me, Zach Mosley's Media Corner 2001, signing off for now. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you all later.